Hey guys, random question I've been thinking about, and it's a little complicated because there's a few ways to look at it, but basically here are my thoughts. The question is, can one person make a difference? Now, first off, can you in a situation change the course of the universe through your actions alone? And the answer to that is obviously no. Like, let's say it's a presidential election and you're voting for one person or the other. It doesn't matter. Because in the US, first of all, you have to be in a state where it's a swing state, like it's not the majority one thing or the other. Because even if one candidate has the majority of votes, they can still lose because they had the wrong states. And also, even if you are in one of these swing areas, the votes have to be exactly tied, like 1 million on one side, 1 million on the other, and you have to be the million and first on either side. So the odds of you making a difference are very small. But I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about the way that our actions can motivate other people to take actions themselves. One big way that is through anything that can motivate people to not do something mundane. There are many instances where something hurts you, but it's so small that you don't care. But the person who benefits from your pain gets a lot out of it. And here's an example. In the building I live in, there's a dryer machine. And the dryer machines tend to not work well. They don't dry everything evenly. And it's $1 per cycle. You normally have to take 2 cycles, so I spent $2. And I was upset about this. I found out there's contact information. You can go in, report a not working machine. And I did that. I went out, I told them about it, I asked for a refund, and they said, sure, but how much is it? And I said, $1. And they're like, what? You went all this way out for $1? And I'm like, yeah, can I have it? And they weren't going to reject me, so they gave it to me. And I told other people about that, about how it sort of upset them that I didn't let them beat me. And they thought that was cool. Maybe they'll do that as well. If 10,000 people report needed refund, that's $10,000 of revenue they lose. Sure, I don't gain anything because I only get $1, but if 10,000 people do it, they lose $10,000, and maybe that's motivation to finally fix their washing machines. So in that sense, my one action can make a difference if I motivate other people to take actions as well. Because one person's action on their own never makes a difference truly, it's the collective of many people's actions. But then arises the problem. When a number of people work together in the name of the same cause, it really isn't the same cause all the time. And that's good in a way, because people don't think the same, at least not normally. We have our own independent opinions, and that's good. But when you're trying to build a following in order to make change from your perspective, that's difficult. Like, for example, if someone is the founder of a religion, and they have a doctrine that they want other people to obey, obviously the best way to make change in the world is to get as many people to become followers as possible. But people aren't just going to blindly obey your religion. Just look at what happened with Christianity in the early years. They had councils to attempt to make every Christian believe the same thing, and obviously in the real world that didn't happen. You have the Catholics, the Protestants, the Orthodox, the various groups. And even within the groups, they don't think the same way. So if their goal was to get billions of people to obey the same mindset, it didn't work. That's just a problem. If you get a massive collective, they aren't going to agree with you. They're going to disperse and just naturally break off into little groups. Or if they do act in the name of a big group, it's not always what you wanted them to do. So it's very complicated. So, can one person really make a difference? Or at least the change in the world that they want to? It's a complicated question. I wanted to have a conclusion, but I couldn't really think of one. So, what do you think? Can one person really make a difference? Can one person really create the change in the world that they want? Can they be that change that they want to be in the world? Is it possible? Or is it just an unrealistic hope?